All right, welcome to another adventure. We are at the Foxfire Museum near Black Rock State Park in Georgia. This is gonna be awesome. Let's go check it out. All right, you come out the back of the greeting center here. You get welcomed by these squirrels. They are some fat squirrels. Look at these fat squirrels. You are a fat squirrel, do you know that? You sure are, because you got plenty of nuts and stuff here. All right, let's hit the trail on this rainy day and go see what the Foxfire Museum is all about. All right, walking up the trail, you get introduced to the eastern hemlock. It's a great example of it. And it does have some threats to it. The woolly aphid is actually eating it up. And I'll show you some here in a second here. It's usually kind of white. This one seems to be pretty healthy, but that one's got a little bit on there, right there. But they've survived for decades with the aphid, so maybe they'll make it. All right, let's go see something that has something to do with this museum. Oh, look at this beautiful house. Or this log cabin.
Foxfire Center.
Let's go see what this one is.
Here have been adapted for artifact storage. Archive resident.
All right, so this is the Savannah house or Savannah cabin. Let's go check it out. Supposedly we had about 10 kids that were raised in here. Oh, wow. Well, it's maybe hard to see in here, but well, this is pretty nice. Make a great Airbnb. What do you think?
It's a little drafty.
This is where you could sew our clothes, Beth. Look at that beautiful room. Very cool. All right, and it has the loft up here. It's probably dark. Probably can't see anything. No, I don't think you can. Maybe a little bit. That's the whole house. 10 kids being raised in here all at one time. Pretty neato. That's the Savannah house. Let's just see what else we can see. All right, so they call this the museum cabin. Get in here and see what we can see. But there's some cool stuff in here. Oh yeah, it's lit up a lot better. But look at that saw. That's kind of neat.
This wood shaving looks like a tornado.
I bet you could use these tools still today.
Yeah, I bet you could.
So this is some type of wood shaving tool right here.
How do you do
Okay,
it?
and don't, it says there's like 8,000 files, don't touch.
Cool. Look at these big old hatchets. Very nice. We could live in this place.
Yeah.
Need a little heat and air, maybe.
Well, this is pretty cool. It says these buckets were wood tied without using nails or glue. JT.
All right, so this is kind of wild. This is a hog scalder. Guess they would kill the hog and then boil it in there, hang it up. This is where they'd skin it, hang it up by its hind feet right there. Get after it. The hog scalder. Made it easy to clean. There's a picture of one right there. Yeah. Kind of cool. That's how they used to clean them. All right, the motto of the mountains, or for Bill Lamb, is what you didn't get, you done without. Good job, Bill. Let's go on down the trail, see what else we can find. All right, coming up onto the next cabin in the woods. This is the Cherokee. Don't touch anything, it says. Oh yeah, that is cool.
Oh, the lights came on.
That's a real wagon.
Over
a long time ago.
4,000 people perished during the Cherokee removal. This list contains the names, ages, and relationships of around 500 of those individuals. These names were compiled in the 1840s. All right, this might be JT's favorite. We are entering the blacksmith shop. Can't go into it? Nope. Come on, man.
Let's look inside of it though.
Cool.
All types of things. Look at the furnace.
Look at the coal.
Look at the bellows to kind of get the air into the furnace there, make it hot.
That's big.
Look
at that.
Devices.
That's 2 anvils.
That anvil, I bet you think you can pick it
And
up.
2 furnaces.
Let's get in there and make me a knife.
Yeah, I want to.
That would be awesome. Look at that bellows over there. You kind of push up and down and get all the air in there.
Oh, that is a huge one.
That's awesome.
There's one up there too.
Oh yeah. Very neat.
They're huge.
All right, so this is the Moore house. Look at that beautiful fireplace up there. All types of just neat things. Let's go in here. Whoa, look at all this. This is a toy maker's dream in here. Look at this. Look at this dollhouse. That is crazy. JT, you're going to love it in here, buddy.
Toys.
Oh! I'm gonna make every single thing in here
I
now.
need to get you and Papa both in here, don't I?
Yeah, I'm gonna make everything in here now.
Oh, look at that flag. That's cool. All right, let's keep rolling. Like a little pottery barn or pottery room. We never had a day off back then, and we didn't get rich, but it was a living, and you didn't go hungry. Little basket weaving.
This is for pottery.
Honeysuckle basket. Oh, cool. JT, you found a pottery wheel. Very neat. All right, here we go. We're at the next little house here, the Mule Barn, the Ingram Mule Barn. Let's get in here, see what this is all about. I don't see any mules. This is where they would have been kept. Look at that, old plow. Another room for the mules. Very cool. All right, let's continue the tour up the trail. It's a cute little trail.
Be somebody if you can. Ethel.
All right, so I think this place JT's gonna like the most. I think it's a schoolhouse, maybe. It's got a big bell at the top. They said you can ring it. Ring that bell, JT. Oh no, it's a church. It's a chapel. This is beautiful. Look at this.
Where's the rope?
Right by your up, lift up your left arm.
Oh. It's school time, kids.
Beautiful. All right, coming in. Ha ha ha. Welcome to church, y'all. Someone getting baptized in the creek. Yeah. Beautiful. Yes, it is. All right, let's go find the next one. Beth, this rhododendron or mountain laurel? What do you think?
Laurel.
Mountain laurel. Beautiful. You see how far things have changed? It's going to get better. Bruce Mosley. All right.
Fruits and vines. Fruits and vegetables.
What I've got, God gave it to me, and I'm proud of it. Miss Andy Webb.
Root.
All right, this is the root cellar. This is kind of like their refrigerator, JT.
Oh.
And they could keep the temperature a lot colder in here. See how it's kind of underground?
Yep.
And it kind of kept things a lot colder.
It's kind of
It
chilly.
wouldn't spoil as quick.
It's kind of cold in there.
That's what it's supposed to be. And it's right next to the grist mill. Get in there. You know what a grist mill is?
Nope.
That's where they would take wheat and corn or whatever they needed to grind up, and they come in here and they grind it up.
Oh, with these big bowl things and a stick and...
It'd be some type
Grind
of
it
something
up?
would make that turn. I'm not sure. You can barely see it.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Let's see. Well, let's go upstairs. Maybe it was a mule that turned the grist mill. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Very
Not
cool.
mules. There's another one.
All right, so here's what turned the grist mill was the water wheel. It looks like they're trying to fix it back up, or they're just making it like it's fake, but maybe it's going to be real. I don't know. Pretty cool. Pretty neato. Look at that old smokehouse. That is awesome. At the top, there's a bunch of ham in there. Look at that. Ham's in there. There's the old pot. And keep it going and keep their meat from rotting. It's pretty good. Get a picture of this building. It's pretty. All right, pretty trail. Let's keep on going down it. See what else we can see. All right, we're amongst some hemlock trees again. And you can see the tips of them are a little bit lighter. I remember people telling me that they would pick the tips off and they'd boil it and make a tea out of it. But I also remember Socrates, he was poisoned by hemlock. That's how he was executed. I don't know. Must be a different hemlock. Probably. Let's go to another building.
Of the whole process, getting the limbs threaded. We're down to the end of the 6 or so hours. Everything. And this, the thread that goes on the loom is called the warp. 1 minute, let me just move this out of the way. So the thread all gets threaded onto the warp beam, onto the back beam, and then I have a row in 3 seconds.
That's crazy.
Now I'm going to change to a different treadle. Watch in here and you'll see the layer swap places. The tops are going to go down, the bottoms are going to come up. Okay?
Cool.
What that did was to lock in the last row.
All this modern technology. It changed the world, didn't it?
This was cutting edge 800 years ago. All right, I swapped, locked, and when the shuttle heads back, it wraps up the thread on the edge and tucks it in because it went under last time.
Okay, so we just got to see the loom work. That was pretty cool right there. That began to change the whole world, and things got faster and faster and faster. All right, let's head down the trail and see what we can find. This is nice here. The first thing is to be honest and truthful. Look how they spell to be. Mod shop. It's cool. This place is going to change. Another cabin coming soon. Something up there. This is neat, buddy. Could you live in a cabin like this out in the woods?
Yes.
I think so. There would be so much to do. Maybe these are Airbnbs one day.
Yeah.
All right, they call this the War Woman Cabin. Let's check this out real quick. Go inside here. Okay, just another cabin. Way people used to live.
World News Today, brought to you by Continental Radio and Television Corporation, makers of Admiral Radio, America's smart set. By shortwave broadcast, direct from important overseas stations, as well as leading news centers of our own country, CBS correspondents are waiting to bring you a complete report from the world's political and battle fronts. But first, here's Doug Edwards. German troops are evacuating the Mediterranean island of Sardinia while the fighting on the Italian mainland continues to go well for the American Fifth Army. Prime Minister Churchill has returned to Great Britain.
I remember World War II very much. Yeah, I was married. When World War II, we lived down in this old house about a mile out from Tiger.
All right, let's go in Philip's cabin. Let's see how Philip was living. Oh, Philip's got it going on. Look at the old rocking chair.
This is a new table.
Fireplace. Look at this stove, though. That is awesome.
Some things are new in here and some things are old.
Oh, yeah. So they. Oh, yeah. Look at all this over here.
Look at that water basket.
And
looks nice.
a refrigerator.
Here's his mountain view in the back.
There's a refrigerator in here.
It sure is.
They didn't need to reach
That's
I wonder if that's Philip. Good job. I like
This
your house,
is a
Philip.
cool bath.
Oh, yeah. Check this out. This is cool, too. Another cabin in the woods. So this is the Moffett barn. Let's check it out. All right. Well, these are the people that are showing you when they first started making the magazine. Foxfire magazine is what it is. Very cool.
Moffett Barn.
We know her.
Ooh.
Yeah, she went to Tallulah Falls.
Oh.
That's right. Look at all these old plows, JT. It's cool. Always remember to have a friend be one. That's what Harry Carpenter said.
Don't do that.
All right, this is the end of our tour. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Did y'all enjoy the Foxfire Museum?
Yes.
You want to come back?
Yes.
There's a lot more to see. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all on the next.
Adventure. I nailed it to marshmallows, boy.